Oh, hey guys. So I'm gonna do a walk and talk. I enjoyed doing my video, my most recent video, and so that inspired me to do another one. I got a little bit of interaction, which is always a plus. Enthusiasm breeds enthusiasm. And and then also I need to point this out, and maybe I'll show you as well. It appears that on my last video I got 2 comments, but then I can't read the comments, and so I'm not really sure. And apparently that is a YouTube problem. One of the things that it's a problem and not at the same time is that usually when YouTube see, this is the thing that is, it's a plus and a minus. It's an advantage as well as a disadvantage on YouTube. Is that a person has to be thoughtful and tactful about how they word their comments on BitChute, or I mean on YouTube. It's funny how I mix them up because they're the same thing. But a person has to be more thoughtful and tactful sometimes with their comments, because otherwise YouTube is just gonna, censor them. And the reason I say that that's a pro and a con is because, like, if I go into your YouTube, say you put out a video, like say you do a walk and talk video, right? Like I'm doing right now, where you're using the camera and talking and shit. And then I come into your video and I start calling you a stupid nigger, poopy poo, Jew, poopy niggy, poop. Well, YouTube's just gonna censor that comment. And to me, that's an advantage, because if all someone does is spew a bunch of ad hominem comments on my channel, I don't even want to see it. If BitChute did that, I would probably use BitChute more than I would YouTube. If BitChute just started deleting all ad hominem, which that's not censorship. Okay, that would be like if you were in a debate with somebody and the debate had a moderator, and you're debating someone and you're being fair and honest and just in your debate, in your argument, and your opposition, they don't have anything and all they can resort to is ad hominem. Well, then the moderator is going to come in and say, dude, you can't just, your argument can't just be that your opponent is a faggot Jew, fucking poopy poo. That's not an argument. Like, they're going to shut it down because it's wasting everyone's time. It's just a complete waste of time. And so that's a total advantage with YouTube. Like, now I'm not saying that the comments that I got yesterday on my last video are ad hominem, just a bunch of poopy, just shit, But 9 times out of 10, usually YouTube is just deleting like worthless bot comments, ad hominem garbage, YouTube just immediately deletes it, and that's like, dude, imagine if BitChute did that. 90% of all comments would be deleted, because that's all anybody on BitChute does is constant ad hominem. Everything is just constant name calling and stuff, which is it's like a total waste of time. That's what makes BitChute such a total waste of time. It's all just ad hominem garbage, So it's a complete mockery of the idea of free speech, which is all by design, So anyways, I'm doing a little walk and talk here. And, these motherfuckers, dude. Fucking crazy, bro. Life is like a They Live movie. Sometimes, It's like living in a They Live movie, isn't it? So, anyways, yeah, no, I don't have anything except for just, just shooting the shit. But yeah, so anyways, so I got that video up on YouTube, and then I went ahead and posted it onto BitChute in case, I get a strike and my channel gets shut down and that YouTube video gets deleted. But YouTube hasn't deleted it, and that's all part of the point of what I'm saying. Like, YouTube isn't censoring like it used to, and everybody's talking and acting like YouTube is still censoring everyone. Well, no, they're not. I'm talking about Jewish space lasers and global genocides all day long, and YouTube ain't doing shit to me. So, so it's a weak argument. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause. All right, we're back. Anyhow. Yeah, so, like I said, I got nothing. I'm just shooting the shit. No, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about all this crazy stuff that, that's supposedly going to censor me on YouTube, and I haven't gotten censored, And like I said, the wonderful thing about YouTube, not that I'm saying YouTube is better, like I said, it's all the same. But for me, like I was saying in yesterday's video, this is a content creator discussion. And so if a person isn't a content creator, it's more likely they're not going to really understand what I'm talking about, or care to understand, which kind of makes sense. But nonetheless, when I post videos on YouTube, all my comments, my comment section gets flooded with a bunch of ad hominem. BitChute. It's fun. See how I get the two mixed up? Is because they're both the same. If I post a video on BitChute, my comment section gets flooded with endless ad hominem. If I post that same video on YouTube, whatever ad hominem comments do get posted on my channel, YouTube immediately deletes them. And so, I guess you got to take the bad with the good and everything. And people whose only defense is ad hominem, that's why they hate YouTube, because all they have is ad hominem. And so then they foam at the mouth how much they hate YouTube, because YouTube won't let them spread their fucking ad hominem disease all over the fucking place. YouTube just deletes it like a cancer, which is exactly what ad hominem is. It's a cancer to free speech. And so all these people that do this ad hominem shit all fucking day, non-stop on BitChute, well, first of all, they don't have any respect for free speech at all. And so they're like hypocrites to the extreme. Like, they're complete hypocrites. You see, you have all these fucking completely insane people on the internet that nothing that they say ever makes any fucking sense. And they know that what they say doesn't make sense. They're just creators of chaos. Well, isn't that what the evil government does? They create order out of chaos. They create the chaos. Yeah, so, but if some little fucking peon piece of shit is doing it all over on a free speech platform, it's okay for them to do it, but it's not okay if Bill Gates does it. Well, that's a stupid double standard is what that is. I don't have any more respect for some little fucking peon that's intentionally creating chaos than I do for some fucking big fucking millionaire like Trump doing it. They're both the same to me. It's the same fucking person. 6 degrees of separation bullshit or whatever. Just because you're not fucking a millionaire, but you're doing the same, you're spreading chaos like as if you were, some Fauci, Bill Gates cunt piece of shit. You're acting just like him, and then you're like these people, they're fucking everywhere on the internet. It's disgusting. And so, what's your pleasure? Pick your pleasure. Pick your pleasure. You can go listen to a bunch of ad hominem bullshit, or you could go to some platform that removes all ad hominem shit and therefore doesn't have any engagement. It's the same. It's the same. 6 1/2 dozen of another, dude. It's all the same. 6 1/2 fucking dozen of another. And this is what nobody is admitting this truth. The 6 1/2 dozen of another truth. Because that's part of the whole divide and conquer, It's all keep everybody divided. The bit shooters versus the YouTubers, blah, 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 on and on. And it's everywhere. Again, look around. What do you see? People breaking off into warring factions, each group saying to the other, we're right and you're wrong. The bit shooters are right, the YouTubers are wrong, And it's everywhere in everything, It's everywhere in everything. And it's all the same bullshit. Yep, remember I talked about George Carlin, pointed that out, and everybody loves George Carlin. Oh my God, George Carlin, he's so right. Then what do? All these people that claim they love George Carlin and how they do the very thing that George Carlin was saying, don't do this, don't participate in the division, because that's the ruling class's trick, sleight of hand trick, is to keep everyone divided so that they, the ruling class, can continue to run off with all the fucking money. And here everybody just keeps participating in division. What good is it doing? None. Not only is it not doing any good, it's making everything worse. And then it's like, but then you're a truther, huh? That's what a truther does, is perpetuate division. No. That's what useless idiots do, or useful idiots do that, Anyhow, so whatever. And I'm running out of steam already, but it's like, well, then part of it is because there ain't nothing going on. I sometimes I watch Black Scout Survival, and I kind of like Black Scout Survival, but it's all like, I don't know, bro. It's all the same. So what are you gonna do? But anyways, he complains because he says that there's people that say that there is nothing going on, and Black Scout Survival gets pissed. He's like, dude, you're saying there's nothing going on, you're full of shit. Look at all this stuff that's going on, right? And so I say nothing's going on. But in a sense, so I articulated it in a recent video. It was like, yeah, the boiling frog effect is really going on. And that's like the biggest dilemma. Like, there's definitely the boiling frog effect. But there's nothing sensational about it. The boiling frog effect is not, sensational with Jewish laser beams and interdimensional beings and global genocides. It's none of that. It's just a bunch of fucking, we're all just getting slowly boiled. Death by boredom, And that's what the bread and circuses, that's what makes the bread and circuses tactic so effective, is bore everybody to death, and then create the bread and circuses narrative of Jewish space lasers, to keep all the boiling frogs entertained, give them something to talk about, to distract them from the gradually rising heat of the boiling frog effect, But anyways, so we'll just end this one there. I'm gonna preview it while I load it. See you, boys.